Shalom, Yashar Allah. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises, honor, and infinite glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakak. Double honors to the elders and the apostles at Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to your hopeful electakium that are out there laboring, that are pushing this word in truth and in sincerity. This is your brother Amar from the GMS Boise, Idaho camp, coming at you with a quick news update on something that happened today, this afternoon. But it was confirmed this evening that the Iranian president, dead in helicopter crash. This is initial reports indicate that all passengers on board the helicopter, including Iranian President Ibrahim Raisi and Foreign Minister Hossein Amir Abdollahian, I know I'm butchering it, have died in the crash. So this is a very major thing because these are key players that were in the midst of the heightened tensions that are going on in the Middle East. This is a big player in the Middle East, and these are the names of those reported in the helicopter crash to be dead. And they said there is no survivors, this is just happened this afternoon. So information is getting out there, but through the Spirit, they're going to find something. There is a discrepancy that they need to blame somebody for this. They need to blame somebody for this. And if this is Iran, who do you think Iran's going to blame? Think they're going to blame their allies? No, they're going to blame their enemies like Israel, the United States. And I do want to point out something, after reading this article. This is Iran's president, Ibrahim Raisi, is dead. His helicopter was shot down, quote, Russian sources say. We have nothing to do, says Israel. And they did detect a heat signature at the time of the crash. So it could have been like a laser beam weapon to take this thing out, man. And I did want to mention the fact that I read in an article that the type of helicopter that the Iranian president was riding in was an American helicopter. How are you going to be riding in something that your enemies made? First and foremost, to me, that's just stupid. But I even Googled it to show you. This is what helicopter does the Iranian president use. And this is the same one that was reported shot down or crashed down in Iran. This is Iranian state media said bad weather caused the crash and was complicating rescue efforts. State news agency RNA said Raisi was flying in a U.S.-made Bell 212 helicopter. You're literally riding in your enemy's helicopter. What's to say that the United States government didn't have some sort of backdoor technology and something inside of it that they could remote access, certain parts of the helicopter to make it seem like it was an accident? You got to think about that because Esau is very secretive. Something like this could be blamed on bad weather or something happened, but hey, man, just know that Esau's behind all these little things, man. This is Joel 3:2. I will also, Salakiakim, I know sniffling in your ear. Joel 3:2, I will also gather all nations and will bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat and will plead with them there for my people and for my heritage, Israel, whom they have scattered among the nations and parted my land. Jerusalem being a people before it's a place. The valley of Jehoshaphat at the top is a valley decision where in the Middle East, where these heathens are going to be forced to have that final battle, where the major battle scene of World War III is going to take place, is over there in the so-called Middle East. And this is because all this is going on for the sake of Israel, because this kingdom has to end for ours to begin. Again, for my heritage Israel, whom they have scattered among the nations and parted my land. That's they being all the heathen nations had a part in this. So don't think that this is going to go as just another casualty. No, there's going to be an in-depth investigation and they're going to find something and someone to blame for the death of their president, man. Helicopter crashes happen, but they don't just happen. There's the human error behind all of these things, and they're going to probably find something, and even if they can't have concrete evidence against who they think it might be. Even if they don't, they already have a doubt, beyond a benefit of a doubt, who it is. And it's going to be the Iranian enemies, being U.S., Israel, or whoever that would make that move to assassinate the president. It's what this is, what it could turn out to be. Let the Iranians find out it was Babylon, U.S., or Israel behind it. They go, oh man, it's on. This is Joel 3:9. Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war. Wake up the mighty men. Let all the men of war draw near. Let them come up. And the one way you can muster up a nation is to kill their leader. That'll get a lot of people mad, to the point where they're very patriotic of whatever country they live in and will want to take up arms against the enemies. Verse 10. Beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong. And the Iranian nation as itself, is very old. It's a very old nation, but it's also not one that's been very strong. But now these other nations have nuclear capabilities, armies, drone armies, manufacturing facilities that they can be self-sustaining. So now they're strong in the sense of they can compete against modern militaries around the world. Verse 11, assemble yourselves and come all ye heathen, and gather yourselves together round about. Thither cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Lord Yahweh. All these nations and their top military institutions are going to be partaking in this World War III. Verse 12, let the heathen be awakened and come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat, for there will I sit to judge all the heathen round about. And that's where our Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahshai is going to make his entrance, in the east, and then pursuing over here to the west, like he says in 2nd Esdras, the 13th chapter. I was going to crack those clouds, and they're going to be so scared, yet durst fight. Hey, man, that's this time. And we can go to it just real quick. Don't want to leave you hanging. This is 2nd Esdras 13:8. And after this I beheld, and lo, all they which were gathered together to subdue him were sore afraid, and yet durst fight. Hey, man, so they're going to be so scared, but they're still going to be pushed to that. But just to the point, this is what it's going to come to. That this is just another event of the Iranian president dying that would push these nations closer to World War III. So just a quick update. If you don't know, you do now. Be aware, because this is going to be a major change in world geopolitical sphere. So Lord willing, this lesson was edifying to the elect. Till next time, Shalom.